don't like the fact that America is bearing the brunt and the burden of financing most of the war against Putin in Ukraine. I think we agree on that part. Why isn't Europe, why don't they ever step up and defend their own continent before they ask for U.S. involvement? And why would Joe Biden veto Poland, giving Zelensky fighter jets to actually fight to win the war after they were invaded?
Well, the more disturbing thing is that on 2 occasions, the Russians tried to sign a peace agreement with Zelensky.
Do you trust Putin?
Do I trust Putin? No, but that's not. Listen, I've litigated over 500 lawsuits. All of them end up with, or many of them end up with settlements or one kind or the other. And he never trusts the guy on the other side. You use language art, and you use the design of agreements.
So Ukraine, to appease Putin, who I think is evil, they've already given up Crimea. It was annexed. So what? Now they have to give up the Donbass area?
Ukraine, because of our pushing the Ukraine into the war on 2 occasions,
we pushed them into it, or did Putin?
Well, let me tell you. Let me answer your question. Yeah. In 2019, France, Germany, and Russia all agreed to the Minsk Accords. That year, Zelensky ran for president. He was a comedian. He had no political experience. Why did he win? Because he ran on one issue, signing the Minsk Accords. As soon as he got in there, Victoria Nuland in the White House told him he couldn't do it. Then Putin sends 40,000 troops in. That's not enough to conquer the country. Clearly, he wanted us to come to the negotiation. He wanted somebody to come to the negotiating table. Zelensky came to the negotiating table, signed a new agreement that was the Minsk Accords 2 in 2022, and that would have allowed Donbass to stay, and Lugansk to stay, to remain as part of Ukraine. We said, Putin signed it, Zelensky initialed it, and Putin, in good faith, began withdrawing troops from the Ukraine. What happened? We sent Boris Johnson over there to torpedo it, because we don't want peace we want the war with Russia.
So Sean Hannity interviewed RFK Jr. last night, and some of the moments of the interview got pretty heated, and especially when they were talking about Russia and Ukraine and the situation, whose fault it was. Hannity didn't really like it when RFK started going off about how America shares a big portion of the blame here for the foreign policy situation that we're in. We made deals, we made agreements that we later broke, and this only escalated tensions and led to the situation that we're in now. And Hannity didn't really want to hear it. I think that RFK Jr. is a very interesting political figure right now because he appeals to people on the left and the right and people who, as he says, are politically homeless. But I think that this narrative that we're getting from the mainstream media about Ukraine and Russia, so many Americans do not agree with this. They don't believe it. They don't think that this is a real, accurate account of what is going on in that conflict, and they want to hear outside voices, other perspectives, other angles on the conflict. And I think that there is something fishy going on. A lot of people feel that, especially in the Trump camp. We're not interested in policing the world and spending American tax dollars and lives trying to develop foreign countries, third world countries, and it's just not a smart or fair use of our resources to do that. That's what Trump's hardline was, and it seems to be what RFK is saying here. So I think it was a very interesting conversation, and it kind of transcends the simple back and forth that you get oftentimes between just hardline conservatives, hardline liberals. This guy's somewhere in the middle, and he holds values on both sides, and he holds values also that neither side is really talking about, and he talks about those points. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments, and thank you for watching.